Let us come back to your topic. Sir, we had started with something called as unpaid seller. This is your last unit in this particular chapter. Sir, as the name says, what do you mean by unpaid seller? People listen very carefully. Sir, there is a seller. Sir, there is a buyer. Sir, now whenever the seller is dealing in a specific, whenever I say specific, that means it is an existing goods, specific or an ascertained goods. Yes. Sir, now in this also majorly we had seen one thing with regards to specific goods. Sir, when does the ownership in the specific goods pass? Sir, whenever there is a contract of sale made, the moment you guys enter into a contract, sir, the ownership has passed. Correct? Yes, sir, the ownership has passed. People, now, the seller, the moment you guys have entered into the ownership, whether the money is paid or not, whether the delivery is made or not, the law has still told us that, yeah, people, there is ownership which has been transferred. Ownership has been transferred. Have we not seen this? In the last chapter, the first thing, sir, give us example, people. People, example was yesterday we had seen a case of Chroma. Correct? You guys remember yesterday, sir, the moment that invoice came, no, sir, whether the money is paid, whether the delivery is paid or not, sir, the property has been passed, ownership has been passed. Okay. People, now what happens? It may so happen that at certain times, the seller may give certain goods on credit. On credit, meaning what? You take it and go now. You can repay the goods to me after 1 month. Absolutely fine. Or the ownership has been passed on credit. Yeah, I've passed the ownership on credit. I've not yet taken the money. Yes, sir, I've not yet taken the money, and assume, sir, in certain cases the ownership is also passed. Money is not paid, ownership is passed. Sir, in these cases, our seller is called as unpaid seller. Sir, what do you mean by unpaid? Sir, I have not received my consideration. Whatever money I have to receive, that money has not yet been received in this particular contract. Sir, now this type of person, a party who has not received the money, is called as unpaid seller. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, sir, section 45 says, when does a person become an unpaid seller? When does he become an unpaid seller? Sir, he can become an unpaid seller in two situations. Sir, the first situation, when the whole of price, sir, when the whole of price is not being paid. When the whole of price is not being paid. Sir, or in the second case, when a bill of exchange or any negotiable instrument, check, or it can be anything, any negotiable instrument is dishonored. So, sir, what did I do? I had taken a post-dated check. The buyer had given, today I don't have money, you do one thing. I will give you a check and I will write 1 month after date. So today I will write the date of October. You go and deposit the check in the bank in the October, you will get money. And I took the goods. Sir, the seller went and deposited the check in the bank. Sir, the buyer's account did not have money. Even in that case, I will be called as what, sir? Unpaid seller. So, sir, now who is an unpaid seller? Unpaid seller is a person whose whole of price is not yet paid, sir, or where a bill of exchange or negotiable instrument is dishonored. Sir, whole of price is not yet paid. Sir, what do you mean by that? Sir, there is a seller, there is a buyer. Sir, he sold goods. The goods price was 50,000 rupees. Sir, the buyer has paid 40,000 rupees. Sir, the price of the goods was 50,000. The buyer has also paid 40,000 rupees. Sir, now in this case, what happens to the status of the seller? He has paid 40,000, sir. Now, what happens to the status of the seller? People, what is the condition? Who is called as an unpaid seller? Sir, when the whole of the price is not yet paid. Sir, what do you mean by whole? Whatever is outstanding, even 1 rupee is not paid, you will still be entitled as an unpaid seller. So, sir, now in this case, buyer has paid 40,000. Sir, still the seller will be treated as an unpaid seller only. He will be treated as unpaid seller until he receives his entire amount, that is 50,000. Sir, what if he receives 49,999 rupees? He is still an unpaid seller. Why? The whole of the amount is not yet received. Is this clear? Yes, all of you? Yes, correct. Clear? Okay. Sir, second one, I told you. So, I gave the goods on 1st August 21. He gave me a check and he told go and deposit in the bank on 1st September 21. I went and deposited this check in the bank, but the bank said, sir, this check, whosoever account it belongs to, sir, this check has no balance. It has no sufficient balance. In your reality, people, this case is popularly called as check bounce case. In reality, this particular case is popularly called as check bounce case. Can anyone tell me, sir, but when we investigated, the customer's account had balance, but the banker wrongfully refused that there was no balance? What will happen in such case? Sir, it was very, very good. Sir, vindictive or exemplary damages. You remember? Sir, it will be given only in 2 cases. At the time of marriage or whenever there is a businessman or a non-tradesman. Yes, sir. Perfect. So, sir, damages will be entitled if at all it was wrongful by the banker. So, sir, if money is not paid or if a bill or any check is given and if it is bounced, that is, if it is dishonored, even then the person will be called as a unpaid seller. Sir, now the question is, okay, he is an unpaid seller. Sir, now once he is an unpaid seller, what will happen? People, the moment he is called an unpaid seller, he has certain rights. He has certain rights as an unpaid seller. Sir, what are those rights? He has 2 rights. Sir, what are those rights? Sir, the first right is the right against the buyer. Sir, the second right is the right against goods. So, sir, whenever the seller has not received his entire or full transaction amount, the seller will have 2 rights. Sir, one right, he has a right against buyer. The buyer, whoever the defaulter, on him I can take some action. Sir, now what will I do with the goods on which we have a contract? on that also you have a right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, sir, the rights of unpaid seller basically given under section 46. So, sir, first let us see the right which you have against the goods. Next we'll go to right against the buyer. Sir, what are the rights I have against the goods? Sir, against the goods, there are two scenarios. First one, when property is passed. When property is passed to the buyer. Sir, next one, sir, when property is not passed. When property is not passed, it is not yet passed to the buyer. Sir, in the first case, the ownership has been transferred. Croma case, invoice is there, contract is there, everything has been transferred. Now I am an unpaid seller. Sir, now in this case, what is my right? Sir, in this case, when the ownership is not yet transferred, it is still with me. Now in this case, what is the right I have? Yes, sir, the right side one is not that predominant. Sir, the left side one is what we'll be going in detail. Sir, when the property is passed to the buyer, I have three rights. Sir, the first right is called as right to lien. Sir, the first right I have is called right to lien, L-I-E-N. Sir, the second right I have is called right of stoppage. Right of stoppage in transit. Sir, this is given under section 47. Sir, this is given under section 50. Sir, the next right is the right is right to resell. Yes, do not worry, I will sum up everything and then only we'll go into detail. You will understand it better. Sir, if the property is not passed, sir, here what and all right I have? Whatever you have written here to your right hand side. Sir, now whatever you have written, all those three are also available. Sir, plus withholding delivery. Plus withholding delivery. That is right of lien, right of stoppage and transit, right of resale, sir, plus right of withholding the delivery. Sir, these rights I have whenever I am an unpaid seller and I can I can enforce it on the goods. Sir, let me sum up whatever we have seen till now. Sir, whenever there is a contract made, sir, in the contract, if the seller, sir, if he does not get his money, sir, whatever money is to be paid by the buyer, sir, it can be full amount, sir, or it can be partial amount. It can be any amount. Sir, provided I have some money outstanding from the buyer. Sir, now in this case, I will be considered as what, sir? Sir, I will be considered as, sir, I will be considered as unpaid seller. Sir, the moment I am an unpaid seller, I have two rights. One right is against the buyer. Meaning against that person I can take some action. Sir, the second right I have, what shall I do with the goods we have contracted? In the case of Croma, that TV. Sir, in the case of sweater, that sweater. Sir, bike, what do I do with that bike? I have a contract now. What do I do with that? So I have a right against the goods as well. I have two rights. Yes. Okay, sir. Sir, now in the goods, there are two situations. So, sir, we saw who is an unpaid seller. Sir, unpaid seller has three rights. Correct? Sir, that is unpaid seller has two rights. One is against the buyer. The other one is against the goods. So, because that buyer did not pay me the money, I can take action against him, ask for damages, I can do any such thing. Sir, and not only that, what shall I do with that goods? What we have contracted, that goods, what shall we do with that goods? So, sir, when I talk about goods, we saw there are three rights. Sir, one right was right to lien, right to lien. Sir, the next one, right of stoppage in transit. One is right of stoppage in transit. Sir, the last one was what, sir? Right of resale. People, now listen carefully before seeing into detail. First, let us understand what is what, so you will have a clear idea. Yeah. Okay. People, now what has happened, sir? Specific goods. Assume in the case of Chroma only. Sir, in some cases, what happens? Sir, now there is a seller. Correct. There is a seller. Sir, there is a buyer. Yes, sir, there is a buyer. Sir, both of them have entered into a contract. Assume to sell the TV only. Our Chroma example. Sir, has the buyer paid the money? No, sir, the buyer has not yet paid the money. Sir, but they both have entered into a contract to sell and to buy the specific goods. The moment they entered into a contract, the ownership is transferred. Correct, sir. Sir, now who is the owner of this TV? Sir, money is still not paid, but still the buyer is only the owner. That is what yesterday we saw. Yes, sir. So now, sir, who is having the TV? Sir, the seller is only having the TV in our example. You remember? Seller is only having the TV. It was with Chroma. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because buyer had asked for delivery. Yes, sir. Now the TV is with seller only. Yes, sir. Correct. It is with seller only. Sir, now what will happen? People listen carefully. Generally, whoever it is, what will the seller say? Hey buyer, until until you give me money, I will not give you the goods. You first give money and take the goods, or else, even though there is a contract, even though whatever it is, I will not give you my goods until the money is not paid. Anyone would tell that? Anyone? Sir, because the goods are still with me. Anyone would tell that. So, first you pay me the price, only then I will give you the goods. Sir, remember, as long as the goods are still with the seller, the goods are still with the seller, he can tell the buyer, until you pay me the money, I am not going to give you the goods. Sir, this right is only called as, sir, right to lien. What is it? What are the rules? Let us see when we go in detail. Sir, what do you mean by right to lien? Sir, what do you mean by right to lien? Lien means, people, a seller will tell whenever a sale has happened, sir, it may so happen even near your home. Yes, it may so happen even near your home. Sir, when, sir, assume you went to a shop. Assume it can be like that food bazaar, that one floor where you take the cart, whatever you want, you will take. Yes, sir. Sir, I have taken almost goods worth 4,000 rupees. Now I went and I billed it. Sir, the bill came to 4,000 rupees. Sir, it is packed. Sir, the seller is telling, sir, will you do Google Pay, or will you use card, or will you give cash? The buyer then checked for his wallet. Sir, there was no wallet. Buyer realized that he has left it at home. So what did the seller do? Seller said, okay, sir, I will keep the goods here only. You go and get the wallet, sir, and you can take the goods. Sir, now the seller has packed everything and he has kept it ready for the buyer to come. Sir, specific goods. Sir, bill is also made. Sir, ownership has passed. Unascertained goods, the moment it is ascertained, sir, ownership is passed. Correct, sir. Sir, but have you received the money? Sir, I have not received the money. Now seller will come and tell you, sir, I don't have money. Sir, I don't have money. Can you please give me the goods? Will you guys give the goods to the seller? Will you guys give the goods to the seller? What, I mean, will you guys give the goods to the buyer? What will the seller say? A buyer, first to give the money and then only you will have a right to take the goods. Until then, whatever I have sold it to you, those products will be with me in my possession. I repeat, whatever are the products I have sold it to you, until you pay the price for those goods, it will be in my possession. You first give the money and then only you take. So, sir, this right is called as right to lien. Lien. Lien is when you have the possession of the goods, you have an authority on it. Yes, buyer is the owner. Buyer is the owner. Yes, because the moment you made a contract, the ownership has been passed. That is the reason we are discussing. Yes, so sir, the ownership has been passed because specific goods, the moment the contract is made, ownership has been passed. Sir, but the delivery, sir, delivery is not yet made, sir. So, sir, the buyer, that is the reason you are studying it as an exception. The seller has a right to, he has a right to hold the goods back until the money is paid for it. Sir, this is called right to lien. People, this is right to lien. Sir, second right, let us go in detail, but first understand which is which, so that when you are doing this particular thing, you will have a fair idea. Okay, sir. Sir, now what happened? See here, people, listen carefully. Sir, sale happened. Sir, buyer said, sir, you please deliver the goods to my home. You please deliver the goods to my home. Yeah. At my home, I will take the goods and I will give the cash. Yes, basically you can take this as cash on delivery. So, sir, this was the contract. Sir, who was the buyer? Sir, buyer was Vijay Mallya. Yes, okay, sir. Sir, now what happened? Sir, for me, my goods were in shop only. Now that shopkeeper said, I will not give it to you. But, sir, in this case, what happened? Shopkeeper has also selected the goods. He has sent it to my home. Sir, assume the sale, it was in Bangalore. Sir, the buyer is in, say for example, now London. For example, for us, okay, let us assume he is in Chennai. Yes, sir. So, sir, the goods from Bangalore, it started. Who? Via truck. Our usual truck. You know, Vijay Mallya, no, he will order all fancy items. Sir, the truck started now. The truck started going. Sir, now, when the truck reached halfway, the seller was watching TV. He was watching TV. In TV, he saw news. What is the news? Sir, the government or the courts have declared Mr. Vijay Mallya as insolvent. Sir, now how much worth goods are there in the truck, sir? Sir, in truck there are almost 50 lakh worth goods. Sir, if it reaches Vijay Mallya, sir, gone, no, sir. Will he give it back to me? Will he give back the goods to me? Why to take risk? Sir, now what did the seller do? Sir, the goods were sent. People, whenever the goods are given to the carrier, delivery, sir, you remember, when the goods are given to the carrier, ownership is passed. But sir, as long as if you have reserved a right to disposal, sir, in that case, there is no ownership passed. But sir, assume in this case, our carrier, it was not informed anything. We have not informed anything. You go, you deliver the goods. Vijay Mallya will transfer money to my bank. So you go and deliver. Sir, the carrier has gone. Sir, he is halfway. Sir, now what did the law say? The moment you keep it to the carrier, you give it to the carrier. Sir, ownership is passed. Sir, ownership is passed. Sir, now I got to know Vijay Mallya has become insolvent. He does not have money to pay. Sir, from where will he pay for my 50 lakh rupees? Sir, from where will he pay my 50 lakh rupees? People, second right of the seller. Sir, do you guys remember this scene? Do you guys remember this scene or do you guys remember this movie? Yes, sir, seller will go like this, like a Spider-Man, sir, and he will go and he will stop the truck, sir. Why? Because if it goes to Vijay Mallya, then again he will not get the cash. So first he will protect his goods. It should not go to the buyer. So, sir, seller, chick, he will go, sir, and he will go and he will stop the truck, sir. Yes, sir. People, this right is called as right of stop. Right of stop. So, right of stoppage in transit. What do you mean by transit? It is in the midway. Basically, it is being transported to somewhere else. So, it is in a transit. It is on the way. You can go and stop it. Sir, second right. Getting the point? Sir, now third right. Sir, I have not given the goods to the buyer. So I have somehow got the goods back to me. Sir, now what shall I do with those goods? What shall I do? People, third right, you can resell the product. You can resell it to someone else. You have got back the goods, 50 lakh worth. Sir, you have kept back the TV or the groceries. Sir, he is not paying money. How long shall I wait with the contract? How long shall I wait? Ownership is passed, but delivery is not yet made. I want money. No. The law tells you, even though the ownership is passed, you have not got the money right. As the unpaid seller, you have a right on those goods. You can keep it back. You sell it to someone else and you can recover the money. People, yesterday when I was telling you, Nemodat Quad non habet. Sir, a person who does not have the title cannot pass the title. We saw mercantile agent. Sir, we saw all the cases. The last but one case was what? Unpaid seller. Sir, is it now? Are you guys able to understand it? Sir, why unpaid seller? The ownership has been transferred. He is not the owner because the contract is made. But still he can sell the goods to anyone else because he can recover the money. Sir, this is only called as right to resale connected to your unit 3 under exceptions to Nemodat Quad non habet. Yes, sir, now we have one doubt, sir. What? Sir, what if in all these cases the goods reached buyer? Sir, in all these cases, sir, what if the goods reached buyer? People, if goods reached buyer, absolutely no problem. Why, sir? Sir, if goods reached buyer, no problem. Why, sir? No problem. Why? Sir, if goods reached buyer, yes, what is this, sir? I don't know if it's similar, sir. Sir, if goods has reached the buyer, sir, you have no other option, sir. Sir, Tirupati Nama, sir. Sir, just pray for God that you should be good. Everyone in the life should be good. Everyone in the world should be good. Yeah. So he should be good. You should be good. Everyone should be good. And imagine you have put all that money in hundi. Yeah. And go home. Nothing else. So, sir, what do you mean, sir? People, you can exercise all the rights given in this chapter only and only until the goods have not reached buyer or his agent or a bailey auntie. Is this clear? Sir, the moment it reaches him, sir, simple. I told you, put 3 nama and go to Tirupati. pray for the God that everyone in this world should be good, including me and including the buyer, and you assume you have put that money in hundi and come back home. Yes, sir. So this is the maximum you can do, sir. Yes, people. So this is what is your chapter. First part. Second part. Yes, he has not done something properly, right? Yes, sir. You can't do anything to the goods, but you can go to court against the buyer. That is, you can fight the case, goods is gone. You can file a case against the buyer in the court. Sir, what, sir? Whatever we have seen under damages part. We'll see. Eventually, we'll come to that part. So, this is your chapter, people. Any doubt? Yes? Huh. Okay. Yes? Okay, sir. Sir, so let us start. Sir, unpaid seller is a person who has not received money. Sir, what money? Sir, whole, or if there is a bill of exchange and that bill is dishonored. Sir, rights of unpaid seller, one is against the buyer, the other one is against the goods. Sir, when the property of the goods have passed to the buyer, property has passed, ownership has passed to the buyer, then the seller has three rights against the goods. Sir, one is called as right to lien. Sir, second one is stoppage in transit. Sir, the third one is called as right to resale. Yes, sir. So one by one we'll see in detail. So, sir, right of unpaid seller against goods. Sir, seller's right against seller's right against the goods. Sir, first one is called as lien, section 47. Sir, I'll first tell you what is the dictionary meaning of lien so that you guys will understand it better. Sir, what do you mean by lien? Section 47. People, lien is nothing but it is a right. Right to what, sir? It is a right to keep what, sir? Right to keep possession of goods belonging, people, this is very important, belonging to another person, belonging to another person until the money is paid. Correct. In this case, the ownership has been transferred. So, until he pays it, though he is the owner, his goods I will keep. Though he is the owner, until he pays, I will keep. Sir, give us very simple example. People, your mobile has a problem. Sir, you go and you give your mobile for service. Sir, Papa, this person has done whatever service he can. Assume, sir, I had to change the screen. Sir, there was full scratches, sir. So he had to change the screen. Sir, in this case, assume he has changed everything, and when you go for taking back the mobile, sir, he tells the bill is 4,000 rupees. You tell I will not give. If you won't give, will he give you back your mobile? Will he give you back your mobile until you pay the money for whatever services he has done? Why will he give until you pay him the money? Sir, now this is only called as right to lien. The property, the goods belongs to someone else, but you keep it until you have received your money. Is this clear? Yes, sir. Sir, now everything is clear, sir. Absolutely no doubt, sir. Okay. So, sir, right of lien. So, as per textbook, what is this, sir? People, sir, it is the right to, very important, right to retain the possession, meaning what, sir? Sir, till now the money was, the goods was with me. Until you give money, I will again retain it. It was with me, it will be with me. Retain means what? It was with me, it will be with me. It is the right to retain the possession. Correct? Yes, sir. And you have retained it, and what will you tell? And refusal to deliver. It was with you, it will be with you. Until when? Until price is paid. Until the price is paid. Correct? Yes, sir. That is what we have seen. So, sir, until he pays me money, I will not give this goods to you. So, this is called as right of lien, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, the right of lien can be exercised. The right of lien can be exercised only when people right to lien, you will have this right only in these cases. Sir, what cases? Listen carefully. Sir, first one, where goods should have been sold without any credit. Sir, you have sold the goods. Yes, sir. People, it should be on cash sales, not on credit. So, sir, if the agreement was to sell it on cash basis, sir, cash means what? Give the money, take the goods and go. Credit is, I will give you the goods, you can pay me the money later. So the goods should have been agreed on cash basis. Sir, what if it was agreed on credit basis? What if it was agreed on credit basis? Sir, if sold on credit, seller told, I'll give you 5 days time, give me the money and take and go the goods. I have given you the time, credit 5 days. Sir, the 5 days time has expired. First one, it should be on cash basis. If it is sold on credit, whatever is the credit period, it should have expired. Sir, or the third one, sir, where buyer becomes insolvent. People remember this, sir, these are the grounds. Sir, when can I exercise right to lien? First one, I should have sold the goods on credit and you should have not paid me money. Second one, sir, I have sold you the goods on credit, but the time given to you, you have expired. You have not given me the money within that time period. Sir, third time, sir, Vijay Mallya, sir, buyer only becomes insolvent in that time. Sir, in these conditions, if I still have the goods with me, people, right to lien, very, very important. Understand, sir, remember this image. Sir, this is the seller. Until you pay the goods, I have tied the rope and I have tied it to me. The goods will be with me only. It will not be with the carrier. It will not be with the bailer. It won't be with anyone. It will be with me. So, sir, right to lien. People, any doubts in right to lien? Okay. So, sir, if it is sold on credit. Okay, now listen carefully. Sir, the shopping complex person, he gave me the goods, but I could not give him the money. So, he told me one thing. The goods will be here. I will not give you the goods. The goods will be here. I will give you 5 days time to give me the money. You come back and you give me the money within 5 days. So credit is given, but the goods is not yet handed over. So in this case, the credit is given, but the time has expired. So people do not get confused where I have given credit, but the goods are with you. Goods, if at all, goods are not with me, I can't do anything. This right itself is gone. Remember people, right to lien is gone the moment I leave this rope. Sir, the moment this rope is cut. Sir, the moment this rope is cut, the right to lien is gone. Sir, the moment this rope is cut, right to lien is gone. It is no longer, you can't enforce any right on the goods. The goods should be with you only. Getting the point? Any doubts? So, sir, right to lien comes in three conditions. One, I have given it on cash sales. You have not paid me. I have made it on credit sales. Time has expired. Sir, third one, sir, buyer only becomes insolvent. Three grounds. Remember this. Sir, why? When I'm doing right of stoppage in transit, I'll tell you. That you can do only on one condition. Here you have three conditions. Remember, when I'm doing, I'll tell you. Okay, sir. Sir, when does this right of lien, when does this right, when does this right come to an end? Sir, this right will come to an end. Yes, it may come to an end. When will this come to an end? When will this come to an end? People, your right to lien will be terminated. That is, your right to lien will come to an end. Sir, when people listen to this carefully, your doubts will completely be cleared. First one, when the seller delivers when the seller delivers the goods to carrier, sir, bailey, sir, or bailer, I mean buyer, okay, that we'll do in the next one only. Okay, sir, carrier or bailey, carrier or bailey, sir, without reserving the right of disposal. Sir, I have given it to a railway person. I have given it to a courier agent. Sir, I have told him, you just go and give it and come. Sir, I have not reserved. Sir, unconditional appropriation. Sir, I have not reserved any right. The moment people, I have that rope in hand. The moment I let go that rope, sir, right to lien is gone. Now I took those goods and I gave it to a delivery agent. I did not tell him anything. Wait for him to pay money. Nothing I have told. I have not reserved the right of disposal. The moment those goods leave me, that's all, this right to lien comes to an end. Sir, or when else will this come to an end? Sir, where buyer or his agent. Sir, where buyer or agent obtains possession of goods. Sir, directly buyer only took the goods, sir. If buyer touches those goods, no people, buyer's hand is like hundi, Tirupati hundi. The moment it touches, seller will lose all the rights on those goods. So, sir, where buyer or his agent obtains those goods, sir, he gets those possession. Yes, sir. Ha, sir. Sir, third one, we have seen this. Seller has waived his right of lien. Sir, seller has only given up. It's okay. What shall I do? What can I do? I will give up. Seller has waived his right. Sir, the fourth one, estoppel. Sir, the fourth one, estoppel. Sir, what do you mean by this? Sir, now assume there is a seller. Sir, there was a truck. Sir, people are loading the goods into the truck. Sir, seller is simply keeping quiet. Seller has not received the money, but seller is simply keeping quiet. The people do not know. They are just loading the goods into the truck. The seller is simply keeping quiet. Sir, when you have kept quiet for so long, after those people deliver it to the buyer, you can't hold them liable. When those people were keeping those goods in the truck, you should have stopped them. You did not stop. The moment it is kept, sir, you have lost your right, because people will think that you did not have an intention to stop. So, sir, estoppel. What is estoppel? Where by your intention or your behavior, it seems that you have agreed for giving up the right to lien. Sir, waiver is basically where you expressly say, sir, estoppel is somewhere it is implied. That's the only difference. So, sir, in these four cases, the right to lien comes to an end. Sir, first one, where the goods are delivered to the carrier or the bailee and no right to disposal is reserved. Sir, where buyer or agent obtains the possession. Sir, seller only waives off his right. Sir, the fourth one, estoppel. Any doubts? Any doubts? Sir, termination of lien. The unpaid seller loses his right of lien under following circumstances. First one, when he delivers it to the carrier or other bailee without reserving the right of disposal. If he has reserved, then obviously no problem. Sir, where the buyer or his agent lawfully obtains the possession. Sir, where the seller waived the right. Sir, or by estoppel. Clear, all of you?